We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? HE Gator. X3. 2HE, chop. Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, G. All day.
Yeah, get it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Switch. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go, go.
Hey, check.
Move.
Hey, check my.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20.
Line 20.
Line 50. Here we go, D. Switch it.
12.
Check 24.
Tight dog.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Just like that. Check 50. Kill. Check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Goff. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Pilot 64. We
Go. Line 54.
snap.
Jones operating from the gun. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Giants. Caden Smith, 87 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because You have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Pollard. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 7, Goff got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Now you won! Blue draw quarters! Hey, kill! Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hold on. Go.
On 1st down, Goff. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
17.
Throwing again is gone. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. 30 base. Bud.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
We got it. No. Off. Joker. Shoot.
On second down, Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Like 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Turbo's up.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's got Burton here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hey, orbit.
Check Michael Allen. Go on, D. Hey, check Michael Allen. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
Check nine. Deuce.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on second and 8. Goff. Flush to his right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Switch. You got tape.
Down. Turbo's up.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. On second down now. Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Saquon Barkley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Stay driven. Stay driven.
It's caught. Lockett. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Jones. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey,
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
61, matchbox light, snap.
This is Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
76.
Now Pollard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
We're good.
On second and 9, Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
Out of the gun, Goff. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Goff. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
Undercrunch. Traffic wall.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Two.
Check. Let's 57 to Mike. Target. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
You must be dreaming.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Maverick. 2 for 1.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, the spin. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on second and 13, Goff. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Hey, 76.
Shit. Watch safety creeping.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
General West.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 17, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's He's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 71 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Set 90 Wolf.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Ready?
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Run it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Run for Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here we go on 4th. Gone. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
You ain't going nowhere.
Out.
Bravo.
Watch the safety creep.
Say go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
sack. It's second down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Wide, get wide.
Now.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Hold on. Check.
The 12-yard line.
Listen.
Throwing now, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now Jones on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Finds his tight end Ingram. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Dallas.